So the first type of assignment we'll look at grading is a Dropbox assignment. So as soon as a student submits a file to a Dropbox assignment, an icon will appear next to their name and underneath that column to indicate that they've completed that submission. This is a really easy and helpful way to see which students have submitted files for the assignment. So to grade a student's file, you can simply click on the icon next to that student's name, and it will take you to the grading page here, and it will take you to the Evaluate Submission page. On this page, you can click on the file that the student uploaded, and you can actually view the file that they submitted right here in the viewer. And on the right side, you can give them a grade while you're viewing their file. So on the right side, there's a couple of helpful things. If you want to see the instructions for the assignment, you can expand the folder information, and you'll be able to see the instructions that the students were supposed to follow for this assignment. You can also hide that when you're done. You can also see the due dates and any special access that was given to that student. So to give a student a grade, there's a couple of helpful places. The first place is the place where you actually give them the score for their assignment. You can simply type that in here. And underneath that, you can give the student feedback. And feedback is a really important part of grading. This is where you can explain to a student why they got the grade that they did and what they can do to improve next time. So if you have rubrics in your courses, on the rubrics page, you can of course use that as guidance for what score to give your students. However, if you have rubrics in the rubrics tool, you can use this a different way. I'll erase the score that I gave the student here, and I'm going to show you how to grade using a rubric from the rubrics tool. So if you have a rubric in the rubrics tool for an assignment, you'll see the rubric linked here under the rubrics submenu. And in order to see that rubric, you can click on this little rubric icon right here, and it opens that rubric up in a new window. Now here you can see you can actually select the level that the student achieved for each of the criteria in the rubric. Once you've done that, you can click Save and Record, and it automatically puts in the total score for you that the student achieved. So if you've graded with the rubric this way, it's still encouraged that you give the student some personal feedback about that assignment. Now, whether you've graded using the rubric or whether you've manually entered your score and given feedback, you're going to want to hit Publish. And now that student's grade and feedback have been published here, and you can see that next to this student's name, it says Published.